I'm okay with that. I accept those terms. We always start off with the one that takes place right behind us when we warp in. So let's... Hello everyone, Thranxian is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, where we're in the Euclid galaxy. That's right, a change of pace, a new month, and this time December's tourist planets will be easily accessible by everyone. Now, something to think about is that there are 3 planets in the Thranxian Expanse that it says we've not been to. I find that rather interesting, but more than anything, one of the things we've learned is that many systems near the Thranxian Expanse in the Euclid galaxy show as unexplored post-Origins update. Well, that's quite an amazing thing. That means we can actually explore around the Thranxian Expanse just like we do the Thranxian Conflagration. That being said, let's go ahead and pull up our discoveries for this system and see what exactly... See, according to this, these have all been visited and or discovered. Let's see, Absentia. I know we've been to Absentia post-Origins, right? Have we been to Silica Storm? How can I know? How can one truly know which planets have yet to be explored? I suppose part of what we can do is we can make pit stops on the planets just to briefly and quickly see if anything's changed. We're going to need to refuel that a little bit. I think we need to actually install more technology. Oh, and we've come up with a name for our exploration craft. I was trying to think of something not too crazy, not too obvious club over the head. I think in the end what I've settled on is Wanderlust. Because that's really what we have in this game. It's the overwhelming desire to travel to destinations unknown. Yeah, okay. Don't tell me the storm is clearing as I'm coming in for a landing. It's gonna clear, then it's gonna clear. We'll push down in through the sandstorm. Oh yes. A very blue sky. And a very flora-less desert. Choking sandstorms. Magnificent creatures and fauna. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, it's a pretty rough desert planet. That would be why we named it Silica Storm. Alright, let's see if we got credit for stopping by. It's a little unusual the way that is done. It might only show these planets explored because we've named them. Okay, so at this point I'm convinced we need to stop by Terenigma, and then Terra Exotica and Acetatron. Another storm! I thought all the storms happened at the same time. There's no way that's accurate. We just left the planet with the storm clearing. Oh my. What does this mean? I don't think we've set foot on Terenigma in quite some time. Let's just punch right through the atmosphere, just straight down. Just no stopping, no questioning. Straight re-entry. And then reverse thrusters! What a ground came up on us fast, didn't it? Wow, a little more tropical than I remember it. Definitely giving off that rainforest vibe. Ooh. It's like... it's a jungle, but at the same time... got that double sunset through the mists. Now, if we can't see both stars, then... is it really a double sunset? Of course not now. But we can totally come over to this ledge here. And then exert our Truman Show powers over space and time. Oh, look, the second star is kind of... no, that is the star? Wait. Uh-huh. So you got one of them actually completely covered up by the terrain. Yeah. That's interesting enough. I really didn't expect to travel around the Expanse like we're doing. But it's kind of neat. We're not really giving the planets their due. Uh-huh, so that was one of the planets we had not explored. Not really giving them a fair shake, as they have changed since the Origins update, and we know that they have. But the truth is, I feel like we spent so much time thoroughly exploring this particular system when we first came to it hundreds of episodes ago. I don't think I can justify exploring it again. I think we can explore the neighboring systems again, but more than anything, we're just going to put a check in the box and say all the planets show explored. The colors look maybe slightly different on this one. Of course, with the asteroids, always with the asteroids. Ah, large oceans, you say? I'm trying to remember if the grass used to be green on this planet or not. Well, regardless, it is now. Ooh, with those purple palm trees. You know, of all the planets, I think Terra Nautica probably changed the most. Those bioluminescent trees. Oh, man. Oh, baby. You don't say. I'll buy that for $1. And get away from the predators, please. Oh, snap. Very aggressive predators. Let's punch it on out of there. Selva Oscura, the Dark Forest. I really liked that base. I thought that was a really, really well done base. I liked it a lot. I liked all the bases in Thranxian Expanse, honestly. That does remind me, now that base discovery has been remedied, we really need to go back to the Cerulean Terraces and visit more of those bases. And then we also need to go to Sanctuary and visit the Nebula Science Center base. Really? The jeepers, they're on to me. They've found my chlorine. Are you just one ship by yourself? I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. I would like to blast right through this asteroid field, thank you very much. Aciditron. Object of interest? No. We're on a mission. Incoming trade frequency. Get out of here or I'll ram you. How much has this planet changed, I wonder? Nope. This one seems to be a lot like I remember it. Mushrooms and green and orange. I wonder... See, part of me wonders if these planets don't really change because we'd already explored them and uploaded them and everything else. But then Terra Nautica changed a lot. And look, some of the fauna changed. Even though it looks the same. Let's... Was that a predator about to get me? No. We're gonna scan them anyways. Okay, well now I think it's safe to say we have at least made, even though we've already explored these planets, we can at least say every planet in our home system now is showing explored on the galactic map. That was bothering me. It might seem like an arbitrary thing, but it's the Thranxian Expanse. This was the first place we settled down in the entire series, and gosh, I know it was kind of a big deal at the time when it happened. Let's actually get on board the Relentless. And let's plot a course to a nearby star and initiate our exploration. Yet again. Now, I think the systems that show that we have bases on them will actually remain explored on the planet that has a base, which I think is pretty interesting. But this will also give us a chance to revisit old bases, which we also haven't done in quite some time. This really just gives us a chance to make a lot happen. What are we carrying in our inventory? Look at all this madness. I think we're gonna do that, and that, and that. Okay. Are we gonna organize this inventory? No, we're not gonna organize that inventory. We do that off camera now. Ah, I believe our closest star neighbor is this one right here. Alright. Let's travel. Ooh, my! But the nebula is dark and full of terrors. My goodness. What do we have? Do we have some... Tritium. It's saying 3 out of 5 planets discovered, but on the map, all planets are grayed out. How interesting. It says rename and upload, but it's grayed out. Discovered by me. Oh, you silly Atlas and your Origins update. I accept these terms. These planets are not the Thranxian Expanse, and so we have not spent the time methodically exploring these neighboring systems like we had our very own system. And it's a Crimson Stellar class star system, so let's see what we got. Right in front of us, we have Laia 5. No, that one will be renamed all in due time. But behind us, we have another one we have already discovered. I'm okay with that. I accept those terms. We always start off with the one that takes place right behind us when we warp in. So let's zip around and get a look at what sort of planet this is. Okay, pretty steep depressions, little basins, calderas. Also some sort of like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Did I miss something? Is this like an anomalous planet with these large tree formations here? I thought this was a hot planet. Let's land. Land. I want to explore. I got the itch. The doctor says I gotta explore more planets. Oh my gosh. Could we land? That's a cowbell reference. If you don't know about the cowbell, then, you know. Oh, Gravitino balls. Wandering hotspots. Yeah, with phosphorus, this is a hot planet. But look at this place. This is not your typical hot planet. Oh my goodness. We're already finding things not like planets in the past. Whoa, 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 we've got a runner. Fast mover. Hold on. I'm tracking it. It's moving at a pretty good clip. That's got to be at least 30 units a second. Eats mostly rocks. Hold on. Is this another creature or... Oh no. Oh, we just have fires. Oh man. The planet is just on fire. That's all. Oh! One of these creatures again. We've seen one of these before. Another underground runner. This one's going to have to surface before we can get it on track. Come on, here it goes, here it goes. Oh, that's an unusual one. Okay, scanner is showing another unknown life form over this ridge. We're going to have to stop and actually look at the list here in a minute and appreciate some of what we found. Whoa, yeah. This is like the most tropical hot planet I've ever seen. I didn't even know these types of trees could happen on these planets. Are you kidding me? It's our buddy. It's our friend. We'll get one of us together. I'm racing him. I'm gonna win. Flying diurnal, flying mostly diurnal. Okay, so 2 more flying creatures we need to be on the lookout for. This is intense. Like, I don't know. I've not seen a place like this that was listed as a hot planet. That's... And look at those. Yeah. Especially adapted to the unimaginable heat. They were first encountered on this planet. These simple insects barely have a brain at all and react to external stimuli only via localized reflexes. They feast upon solar vine and travel vast distances to find it, and they hatch from cocoons. I can't help but notice how large these trees are. This is magnificent. This gives me a ray of hope, though, that this sort of vegetation could likely occur anywhere, potentially. Maybe? I used to think this sort of massive mega flora was reserved for grand exotic planets or large anomalous planets. Oh, look at this. It's like a mineral cluster. These plants are so hot they're just kind of smoldering. It's getting fairly red. Oh, it's sunset. Okay. Losing a little bit of that tropical feel. It would be nice if we could find the last flyer. Are we looking for the mostly diurnal one? So, still possible to locate it at night, just less likely. And there we have it. Oh, the large, like, eagle. Look at this thing. It has, like, some kind of a tail. How large are these birds? I feel like that's pretty big. If only we could get it with, like... Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. High above the scalding treetops of this planet is a large bird of prey like no other. We've got to try to get closer for scale. No, look how big it is compared to the leaves of that tree. Okay, we're having trouble catching up with them. But I'm going to estimate these birds are massive. I mean, okay, not like megafauna, but definitely large enough they're going to haul off some of the prey creatures on the surface. And look at these little stinging flowers. Nutrient sources radio waves. Huh. Well, that's all the creatures, actually, so we should get credit for that. That's another 400 nanites. The clouds are few and far between, but they have a lot of volume. They look like they're mostly comprised of, like, ash and smoke. I've seen some fires on the surface, but not a large amount. There's obviously enough heat in the wandering hotspots that the flora can ignite on this planet. but it's also very sustainable to this large, like, forested ecosystem. These trees are everywhere. There's like not really any clearings. I mean, there's a couple patches here and there, but for the most part, these trees just go on and on and on. Wall of Flame? I thought that was reserved for extreme planets. It's not activated cadmium on this planet. So we're actually going to be struck by a wall of flame here. At night, I think if we're gonna check out this phenomenon, we'd be better off chasing the sun and going to the day side of the day-night Terminator. Let's break out of the soot for a second and try to locate where the star is. The dark nebula really kind of makes the night sky incredibly it's just really dark. It's what you think of when it's nighttime. I mean, but there's no moon to give you illumination or anything else. Whoa. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh, yeah. That's like... That's your image, right? No. It's... What is it? It's... We gotta get up a little bit more. Down a little bit. Gotta be kind of right at the level of the horizon. Okay, so it looks like there's like a mountain over here. Let's try to fly over to this, and then we'll have sort of a high vantage point. See, this is what I'm talking about. The trees and the minerals just continue, like all the way up these high points on the terrain. I think we're going to go ahead and repair the damaged machinery. Because no matter what it is, it's easy nanites. Oh, that hurts my heart. That's okay. We'll probably need some of this at some point. Now where... Oh, we barely got to appreciate any of the storm. And then look, the sky returns to this sort of tropical feeling. It's just an occasional wall of flame, everyone. That's all. I mean... No planet's perfect. Wow. I'm already keeping a list of planets for December. This one is pretty epic. I don't know... It's hostile. I mean, there's no predators, but you got to deal with the darn sentinels and the walls of flame. Oh, we haven't seen what the caves are like. Oop, and we're not gonna here. Ancient data structure. Oh, you shouldn't have. Gosh darn it, that sentinel wants me so bad. No autographs, please. Is this planet just devoid of caves? We might have found one here. Ooh. Deep red flora and pink marrow and underground mushrooms? Haha! Nice! Okay, it's red and blue. these slanted caves. I like this. What am I listening to? Oh, the burrower's up above me. Okay. I have to say, all in all, big fan of this planet. Something about the feeling of there being like a jungle, but the planet's also hot, and it has some of the more interesting fauna. Yeah. This planet is definitely a contender for the top 10 for December already, and we've only just started. It's going to be a great month. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and let's see. We did a naming convention in the Thranxian conflagration, and it kind of just made things a little more cosmic, and I didn't really see the need for it, or at least I don't super see the need for it. So what I'm thinking is instead we're just going to... Oh, we can't rename and upload, can we? How interesting that we've already... Oh, of course, we've already uploaded them. They've already been uploaded, which is fine. We're just starting out, but goodness, this planet I'm 100% sure was not like this in the past, so definitely worth swinging back by and checking them out. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So come back next time as we continue to explore this system. And until then, take care.